What's going on, guys, and welcome to another Weeaboo Wednesday. Weeaboo Wednesday is, of course, your weekly session of me stealing news from other people and creating a fun little video out of it. And look, not to sound greedy or anything, but Weeaboo Wednesday doesn't quite do as well as I'd like for it to do. Figure reviews are where it's at, and I'm gonna try to go with a little bit less as far as stories goes. Plus, this week was really slow. But let's start by saying that there's been some good news for Interspecies reviewers. Many people may have already heard of the fact that they've had a lot of trouble getting their series out there and broadcasted. Multiple stations have dropped it, and multiple streaming services have even refused to air the series, simply because, of course, it's a pretty racy and spicy series. It's borderline hentai, basically, so it's had some trouble finding places that will air it. But some good news has come, whereas Gifu and Biwako stations, those are both Japanese broadcasting stations, they are both announcing that they will be airing the show normally. So that's great. Like I said originally, there would definitely be some slowing down of the series due to the censorship, but eventually that censorship was going to broaden the appeal to a lot of people. Of course, some networks were probably going to see this and say, well, this is obviously a controversial series and there's clearly people that want to see it, so why don't we air it and then we'll get some good credit with the fans. I, of course, think that censorship is crap, and I really do appreciate these two stations actually picking it up, because that just goes to help with the creativity and stuff like that. Obviously enough, like I said, the series is a little and I don't watch it myself, but I think it's good that there are outlets and channels that are willing to work with creators to bring these types of things out. But that's just me. This one's a little sad. Kazuhisa Hashimoto is the creator of the Konami Code. If you're not familiar, then where the hell have you been? As far as gaming goes, the Konami Code is a legend, and it even works in some modern games today. People will put it in as sort of an Easter egg to pay homage to this legendary code. But like I said, it would seem that Hashimoto, the creator of this code, recently passed away, and that's terrible. He was a mere 61 years old, which I'd think is actually pretty young, especially for someone who's Japanese. Japanese people seem to live really long due to the way that they've kept their diets so well. That's all besides the point. He's gone, and it's upsetting to see, but he will be remembered forever for creating one of the most legendary video game cheat codes of all time. There's honestly no debate about it. It is the most legendary code of all time. Now, it started because he was working on the NES version of the game Gradius, and it would seem that the game was just a little bit too hard for him, so they decided to program that in there. He actually included that himself, and yeah, it gave you extra lives, and of course, in many other games, it gave you extra lives, better weapons, and like I said, it's just been carried down from game to game over the years, Konami typically always keeping it in their games, which has been a great way to pay it forward. And still, like I said, even years from now, it will still be remembered, especially because it's really long of a code. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, then start. That's a pretty long input, but it was worth it, and pretty much everybody learned to do it. So, Mr. Hashimoto, thank you so much for the memories, thank you for the extra lives, and we will continue to use them so long as we can. So, this was actually part of the Platinum 4. If you remember, recently I talked about how Platinum Games uploaded a website where they were showing off something called the Platinum 4. The first announcement in that was them announcing that they were remaking the Wonderful 101 for the Nintendo Switch, which was awesome and very welcomed by many fans. It would seem that the second announcement is a totally new game. It's been announced as the climax to the Kamiya superhero series, I guess. I guess after this, Kamiya will no longer make any superhero-themed games, but whatever, I guess that's fine. Either way, the game is called Project GG, and the trailer for it is pretty interesting. It's really just a long cinematic, and there's not too much to show. It's pretty vague, and it kind of masks everything cleverly, but it's interesting, and of course there is a dog in it, so that makes it even better. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The trailer is just this super dramatic, town being destroyed, and then this dog's like, oh no, I'm trapped, I might get hurt. But then, all of a sudden, this dude comes up in front of it and transforms and becomes this gigantic character, which reminds me a lot of Ultraman. He just kind of shows up and he does a cool pose and then he transforms into a giant beast. and he actually is readying to fight what appears to be some sort of kaiju or a dragon or something like that. So it's going to have that kind of theme to it, very Super Sentai-ish, I guess. So if you're into that, that's cool, but either way, it's a Platinum Games from Kamiya, so it'll probably be pretty good. So I'm pretty excited for that. And at the end, it even says Project GG a go-go. Now, if you recall, Beautiful Joe would shout out, "Henshin a go-go, baby," before he would transform. So is there some relation here? Either way, now that I'm thinking about it, if they're going to stop these superhero-themed games, does that mean... Wait a minute, holy crap, it says Superhero Trilogy. There's a Beautiful Joe 1 and a Beautiful Joe 2. Is this Beautiful Joe 3? Project GG. Go-Go. It's gotta be. Beautiful Joe 3 confirmed. Beautiful Joe for Smash. This one's another sad one, and I feel like it's kind of obscure and a lot of people won't really get the weight of this one. Studio Lagurus is actually going to be closing down this summer. And if you're not familiar with Studio Lagurus, I would completely grant you that. It's kind of an obscure thing. It's actually a studio that has predominantly dealt with creating background art for anime. Now, many people may not realize how important background art is in either video games or anime, or whatever it is. The background is actually pretty important. That's why I'm standing in front of all these posters here. But still, background art is incredibly important, and it is definitely an art form in and of itself. Drawing landscapes and portraying them in such a way that's convincing, especially with proper perspective for animation, is super, super difficult, and of course, a very underappreciated skill. Now, the fact that this studio is closing down is pretty bad because they've actually worked on quite a bit of decent work. They've done stuff for Devilman Crybaby, they've done stuff for the Ghost in the Shell movie that was most recent of the animated series, and they even did other stuff like Mob Psycho. That's a pretty big series that a lot of people loved. They did Boruto, they did Gintama, and they even did stuff from Space Dandy, so their portfolio is very decent, and it's pretty high profile. So the fact that they're closing down due to like various circumstances, they haven't actually really fully revealed it, is pretty sad. I hope that somehow these people can maybe dissolve into another studio and continue their good work, because this is an important thing, and of course in the animation industry, there's a lot of people that get snuffed and not properly appreciated, so... here's hoping. This one's quick, but it would seem that the most popular Pokemon, as voted by the fans, is Greninja. Yeah, kind of weird because I did not expect that. I think Greninja's cool and all, but I don't think he's like the best Pokemon ever. With the way the people in the Stage Street Pokemon, you would imagine that Charizard would be the best Pokemon, or maybe even Pikachu, considering how much of an icon that character's been throughout all of Pokemon's life cycle. But yeah, with a whopping more than 140,000 votes, Greninja won the online voting campaign, and yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. This one's kind of weird, and it's kind of short too, but Levi's, the jeans company, is doing a collaboration with Super Mario, which, I don't know, that's just weird. How? Are they just gonna make jeans that have like a single mushroom on like the tag or something like that? I don't know. They're definitely got to be selling overalls, but it kind of makes me scared. Like, are they going to start doing like hyper ultra realistic jeans fabric for Mario's overalls in games? Because I don't like when they do that. Either way, there is a new Mario theme park coming out, so maybe this is just part of one of the many collaborations that we're going to see to try to hype up Mario before they open the Mario theme park in Universal Studios before like the Olympics start. So, you know, whatever, get used to it. Hajime Isayama is the mangaka who is responsible for creating Attack on Titan, otherwise known as Shingeki no Kyojin. Now, it would seem that in order to honor him, there's going to be 3 statues erected in his hometown. In Hita City, near the Oyama Dam, they're actually going to make a statue of both Eren, Armin, and Mikasa, of course, the 3 main protagonists. And it's going to go up April 5th. So that's pretty cool. They actually crowdfunded it with over 29 million yen, which is actually more than $267,000. So that's pretty good. It would seem that they also want to additionally get some money raised together to create a statue of Levi as well, or Levi. I'm not quite sure how his name's supposed to be pronounced. I'm pretty sure it's Levi. They say Levi in the Japanese version, but what do I know? I'm an idiot. But yeah, I love seeing stuff like this. Like when they announced the One Piece statues over where the One Piece creator was from as well. I like this kind of stuff. It's really neat, and it's a nice way to honor people that have created really legendary series. I don't think anybody can argue that Attack on Titan has had a major impact on the anime industry. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh yeah, we got an Amiami package, baby. Now this month's order is a little bit boring. A lot of the figures are very similar, you'll see, but still pretty dope. So of course, as usual, it came with a cute little picture. And it's some anime girl in pajamas hugging a donut doll. Very kawaii. First item is kind of dumb. It's a glasses case. You probably couldn't tell, but it's actually a Godzilla glasses case. I mean, I'm wearing a Godzilla hoodie right now, so I think that's a clear indicator that I'm a fan. Plus, I have tons of pairs of glasses, and I could never have enough nice cases for them, right? I'm gonna try to do this in a way that's not so dumb and boring. The first figure is a Nendoroid of Kirby. I actually already own this Nendoroid, so the main reason I bought it is actually this right up here. I have seen this version of Kirby sell for about $50 on his own, or $60, but when he comes with the Good Smile pre-order bonus, that price skyrockets. But what could be worth so much money? Well, really nothing could be worth that much money. I've seen him though go for over $100 because he comes with the bonus. And the bonus is pretty cool if you're a Kirby fan. The bonus is actually a little replica version of the Maxim Tomato. And obviously enough, the Maxim Tomato is an important thing for Kirby because it can completely restore his health all the way. So this is awesome. And the fact that it's worth so much is crazy, so I got a double of it. I'm just gonna wind up selling the extra figure. But let's break up the monotony here because the second figure is going to be something different. The second figure is a polygonal version of Mewtwo. You can't quite tell, but inside of the box there is a Mewtwo figure that is actually like very low res and very polygonal, and it's from this Polygo series. Very cool stuff. I love Mewtwo, and the actual style of this when you see it is pretty sweet. Maybe I'll review him soon. Having seen the first figure, the second is a bit boring, but it did come with this bonus stand. The stand is just commemorating 1,000 released Nendoroid figures. Kind of junk, who cares? But the second figure is Yellow Kirby. Of course, complete with jester hat, wand, and that's pretty much it. He's called Beam Kirby on the box. So that's awesome. I actually didn't have this one yet, so it was good to be able to get him. Now, you know, I was gonna try to show each figure to make it like less monotonous, but let's just go there. The next figure is this blue Kirby, otherwise known as Ice Kirby. Very cute. I don't have this one yet, so it was good to get him. Plus, he comes with the Good Smile pre-order bonus, so that makes him worth more money. And the final figure is a bit strange, but I think this is kind of going to be a new meme for me. This figure appears to be brand new, which hurts my soul to think that I may be opening it for the first time. But that's not uncommon of Amiami to sell you something that they list as used, but in reality is new. And I think this is new. And if so, that's pretty crazy because this figure is worth quite a bit of money. But the figure is indeed the one and only special edition D variant of Billy Harrington. It's Billy Harrington. I don't know. Somebody recommended I review this figure, and they recommended the Halloween version, which is really funny because he's usually wearing a pumpkin outfit. But instead, I got this one where he's like a handyman and also just comes in a pair of underwear as well. If you don't know anything about Billy Harrington, I wouldn't judge you for that. I didn't know anything until I pretty much bought this, and then I found out a lot of stuff that I was just like, oh no, maybe not a good idea. But we got him. We got Billy. He's ours. He's a high value figure. And we're probably gonna review him. So there's that. And that is finally going to do it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you did like the video, make sure to leave a like and comment and tell me what the most interesting story is or what you think is most interesting about my purchase. I'm going to link 2 things right here. If you have seen them already, that's fine. Go ahead and click them anyway. It does help the channel, and I love you so much for it. Working on some other stuff right now. Obviously, figure review on Friday. Hopefully, I'll be done it quick enough to get it up in time. And yeah, thank you so much for all your patience. Love you guys. Take care, and I will see you on Friday. Plus, I owe you guys for being late, so I'll probably upload a bonus video. Bye-bye.